I'm Amaziasizmoria Jumail, the 2023 Merdeka Award Grant for International Attachment Recipient, and this is a day in my life as a researcher at the Danau Girang Field Centre, Sabah. Here at Danau Girang Field Centre, all the researchers are based at the field centre, and I stay at the tower house with other senior staff from DGFC. I start off my day as early as 7 a.m. and today we will be measuring trees at Sungai Pin. But before that, let's head for breakfast. To get to Sungai Pin, it'll take about 30 minutes by boat from the field center. Today, I have my research assistant Ray and undergrad students from Cardiff University, Harry and Sabah, that will be helping me at the field. We are here! So first up, we'll be measuring the trees to measure the carbon content. Our plot in Sungai Pin, so what we do normally is we establish a botanic plot of 50 by 50 meters, and then we will tag all the planted trees in the botanic plot and we will measure all of them to calculate the carbon content. And besides that, we also include all the existing trees. So this is natural tree and we include this as well in the calculation. After we have measured the trees, it's time to collect the camera traps from this location. So apart from doing carbon monitoring, so measuring the trees and then collecting soil samples, collecting grass samples and everything, we are also doing biodiversity monitoring. So we have camera traps deployed in our restoration sites to see what kind of animals are visiting our sites. Seeing in Kinabatangan, over 80% of the Kinabatangan floodplain has been converted into non-forest use, and there's so much decline in our biodiversity and also our habitat of biodiversity. So that's why I was interested in working in restoration ecology, because restoration ecology is like fixing or healing the nature. I'm also driven by my curiosity and to make a difference on the environment. We are now at their nursery. This is Kopel's nursery where they grow all the seedlings. So how Kopel is involved, Kopel staff are actually going into the forest, they're collecting the seeds from the forest, they grow them in the nursery, they also open our areas for planting and they plant the trees. And then after planting the trees, they also maintain our planted trees for 3 years after planting. So that's how we involve the community in the Kinabatangan. So Regrow Borneo is a collaborative project between the Danau Girang Field Centre, Regrow Borneo Charity, and also Kopel, a community-based organization in Kinabatangan. And this project has been established to mitigate the effect of carbon dioxide emissions through ethical, transparent, and research-led replanting of the lower Kinabatangan. So our focus is not only to sequester carbon, but we want to plant trees in ways that improve the livelihood of the local communities and to enhance biodiversity and ecosystem resilience. There are so many challenges that we have experienced with this research, but one main challenge for us is the flooding. So we have had so much flooding this year, and it has affected our trees, it has affected our research. First, leaving the trees in the nursery longer, so leave them for 6 months, and then they are tall enough where we can plant them when they're not really affected by the flood. And secondly is we choose native tree species that are flood resistant, such as the bongkol species and also the malottus, where they can actually survive in the flooding. I first started working on primates. So back in 2014, I started working for the Danau Girang Field Centre, and I was doing monkey malaria research in northern part of Sabah, in Kudat. And then after that, I did my master's on primates as well. I was comparing 2 different techniques to survey monkeys. So using conventional method, observation by eye, and also comparing it with the thermal camera. The rarest animal that I have encountered at DGFC is actually the Sunda clouded leopard. So they are very elusive, and you normally only see them on camera trap, but I've seen them once on the main path, and it was really amazing. It was an amazing experience.
After about half a day at the site, we are now back at the center to have lunch and catch up with some office works. The day is almost coming to an end. Before calling it a day, we will plan out the activities and work for tomorrow.
For me, the Merdeka Award Grant for International Attachment is very unique because first, you will get the opportunity to learn from experts from international institutions or organizations. Secondly, you're not only learning from them, but you can actually share your knowledge as well from Malaysia to other countries. And third, the Merdeka Award Grant will fully fund your attachment from transportation, accommodation, and also food or any study fees. So if you are someone who's really passionate about your work and you want to spread your wings, you can apply for the Merdeka Award Grant for International Attachment because it will give you the opportunity to learn from other experts from international institutions and organizations.